Hello and welcome to my channel, Haylee Marie Vintage. Today I'm going to show you how I made the winter crown from my winter gunny sacks goddess type video. So I have the video of me sewing the thing, but I wanted to do a separate video about how I made the crown. I don't know what I'm doing here, full disclaimer. This is a first time try, but I'm excited to try something. I was looking at these crowns online and I was thinking, I think I can make that. Did I save money by making it? I don't think so. We'll see. I will give an added up total at the end of this when I know for sure. I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll learn how to do something new. I have supplies. Okay. Blech. So I went to my local Joann's, but I got a bunch of different types of snowy greenery. I got one of these things. I got these that I want to kind of like stick up around the edge like a crown. I got some nice like winter pine stuff. We're gonna make a big old mess here. I'm gonna have to get out my vacuum after this video. I got some stem wire, as well as some like floral tapes and things. Oh, those are overalls. Those don't belong here. Oh, I guess I got coupons too. I'm sure it's too late for those. Floral tape and floral wire. There is already so much glitter in this bag, so this is gonna be a really messy project. And then I have my hot glue gun, which I already had. I also got these. I don't think I'll need them, but I got these at the thrift store. I can use them for another project if I don't use them for this, but I thought it would be good to have them on hand. So these are my supplies. I think my plan is to start with this floral wire. I need wire cutters, dang it. And to kind of like start by like getting a crown size kind of figured out and then weaving a bunch of this wire together that I can then like weave the blooms and plants and stuff into. My other alternative is trying to do this with the stem wire. I guess I could open this and see how flexible it is. Yeah, I don't kind of know all the uses for all these things, but I figure I'll learn. Oh, this might be a good first base, actually. So I think I'm gonna start with a base of these and then put them together with the floral wire. That's too big. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go get wire cutters, some tape. Ooh, it's smelling like hot glue already. I found my tape. I found my jewelry wire tools. I just feel like I need a length of this here. Oh good, these work. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, oh no, these don't work at all. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a piece of tape here. And then, okay, so I know I need it a little bit bigger because it's gonna get bulkier. So let's see, I think this will work. Like I said, no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I think this feels pretty good. Wow, I have a smaller head than expected. So I'm just starting by taping these and then I'm gonna wire wrap them further together for the structure. And this will give me, I think, just like a better base than if I was to use that flimsy floral wire. Could I have probably used something I already had for this? Yes. Okay, yeah, this feels good. It's, because like I said, it'll get thicker. So now, where'd it go? I cut a piece of wire. There it is. I'm just gonna real quick wrap it around these to like give them a good base. I'm really bad at this. And again, sorry, I did not mention the noise yet. You can hear, of course, right when I sat down to film this video, now have really noisy apartment repairs going on in the apartment, I think, next to me. Their dishwasher or something caused a flood last week. My apartment was fine, but the structure below, which is the carport, wasn't. So they're, I think, fixing it finally, which of course happened right in the moment that I decided it was time to finally make this video. I've been putting this video off for several days. You know, sometimes I'm just a little bit nervous about like trying something new, which is what this is doing. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, okay. I love when things work out. So I'm now gonna switch into voiceover and an above camera instead of a front camera to try to show you what I'm up to and what I'm doing. So here I have my circle and I'm just quickly reinforcing it with more floral wire. You can see how it's been wrapped here. Here I'm showing you exactly how I did this to get like the ends of the thicker stem wire down. I'm just wrapping it, the floral wire around to make sure everything adheres to the curved shape. After that, I'm going around with my white floral tape. I decided to go with white because I really don't have that much green on this project. I felt like white was the better choice and would blend in better. Once I have that done, I am taking apart the pieces, I guess. So like this is all in one piece, and I figured I could separate it into a few different pieces. Once I figured out I could separate this, I decided to get rid of the styrofoam snowballs because I don't like them and I don't think they'll really add anything to this look, and I really bought these for the evergreen. And then I am cutting off these white branches as well, so they're part of smaller pieces instead of one giant piece. For these, I want these to stick straight up like a crown, so I am wire wrapping these with like an X almost where it covers the band. I figure I put these on first because they'll take like the most stabilizing, so the more wire that goes around them, the better. Here I'm also using a hot glue gun and some floral tape to further secure them, just because they were definitely kind of flopping all over the place, which was not really the vibe I was going for. And then with those done, I'm just laying out my pattern for the rest of the crown to make sure I get the coverage and space them the way I need to. And then after that, I'm using some floral wire at their stems to secure them to the crown. This is basically just really simple, easy wire wrapping. I tried to sort of give you a close-up of what I'm doing here, but there's just too much going on and happening, so it's really hard for you to see, and my camera wanted to focus on the fake plants, not my hands wire wrapping. And then at this point, I tried on the crown, and the upright crown branch pieces weren't working for me at all, so I went ahead and then I cut them off, which is a bummer because I spent the most time on them. But sometimes you do something and you don't like it and you need to not give in sunk cost fallacy. So I was trying not to do that, and so I removed these and I liked it much better. And then sorry, my framing here is really bad, but what I'm doing here is I felt like these were poking out too far, and so I'm taking some of the bits further down and securing them with floral wire as well, so that way they are just a little bit less sticking out. And with this, I finally got the crown where I wanted, and we are ready for the reveal. Alright, we have wrapped things up. As always on this channel, I like to talk about the cost breakdown of how much this costs to make, just because I think it's interesting to talk about, and I'm nosy and I'm always curious what creators are spending on things. So I got all of my supplies at Joann's. I'm sure there's cheaper places to get them, but that's where I got them all. My supplies were a total of $37.81. I think that's a pretty good cost. I will say, looking at like crowns on Etsy, I think you should just buy them there rather than make your own, unless there's something like really specialty you're doing. I definitely think in the future I might not be making as many crowns. I have some flowers that I have sitting around I've been meaning to make into things, but once those are used up, I think I am just going to purchase any flower or mushroom or whatever crown I desire. Because this took me about 2 hours, I don't know, that's quite a bit of time, and then that doesn't even like count all the time where I had to like vacuum all of the glitter from everywhere, but that is a unique to this project problem. And that finishes up our cost analysis. Here is the crown. It's really pretty. I really like it. I'm not going to put it all the way down, but I think this is so beautiful. It was a bit of a journey to get here. I am really happy with my decision to cut off the tall things. I don't know if it's just that I'm like a shorty and I don't know how to be tall or don't want to be tall, but they didn't work for me, and this definitely works for me. I can see myself using this for years to come, or with various outfits as it goes. It will hang on my bedroom wall when it's not doing that, because it really is quite a pretty decoration. This was definitely fun to do and fun to go out of my comfort zone, since somehow my comfort zone has become sewing and not all the other gajillion craft forms I learned growing up. That wraps us up on this video. As always, you can leave me a tip over on my Ko-fi. The link is always down below for that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up or comment down below. It really helps me out. And then if you are new here, definitely subscribe and stick around. I would love to have you, and I will see you next time. Bye!